Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Vols will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense takes the field for the first time today. It was Alabama in a nail-biter beating the Vols the last time they played.
Yeah, the Tide doing what they've done. You know, in these rivalry games, they've done such a great job of finding ways to win. They are at their best, Jesse, in these rivalry games.
You're right, David. In most years in this rivalry game, Alabama is by far the better team on paper. But they know every time Tennessee takes the field, they're going to be getting their A game. So the Tide did enough last game to sneak out the win, but they better buckle up because they're expecting this one to be close as well.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. The short hands. It's Burton. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That's reeled in. It's Moffitt. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Finding open areas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front on the point of attack.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tennessee's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Runs for the tackle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown ball. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Sticking out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had trickled through his fingers. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye. Right?
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Spits it out to the back. Found the spot in the defense.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. They'll go hurry up here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground with the back. Looking for room at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wallace. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Quickly to the tight end. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Tennessee! And that one will give them the lead.
The head coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on fourth and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on fourth down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers, and they make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
They'll run it from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Daniels. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Takes the handoff. It's Butler. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires downfield. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The play-action fake. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Van Buren. The throw to the outside is complete. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Adams. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Stop short of the marker. And they stop in his defense, and they get the ball back. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. Because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give as they work on that clock. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. They're now up by a touchdown. Putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I breaks away in the middle.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Grab behind the line. It's Moffitt. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He tries to take the... And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Vols come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wallace. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Wallace. There he goes. Timeout. is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. Right down the